And now shifting attention here to the United States, President Donald Trump has launched a barrage of attacks on Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani following his victory in the New York City's Democratic mayoral primary. Mamdani defeated former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo to clinch the Democratic nomination for the race for New York mayors. President Trump took to social media and he expressed his displeasure at Mamdani's victory. In fact, he went so far as to label him a 100% communist lunatic and took a dig at his appearance, intelligence, and political alliances. President Trump also slammed figures who backed Mamdani, including Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Senator Chuck Schumer.
It's finally happened. The Democrats have crossed the line. Zohran Mamdani, a 100% communist lunatic, has just won the Dem primary and is on his way to becoming mayor. We've had radical lefties before, but this is getting a little ridiculous. He looks terrible, his voice is grating, he's not very smart, he's got AOC +3, dummies all backing him, and even our great Palestinian senator, crying Chuck Schumer, is groveling over him. Yes, this is a big moment in the history of our country.
And the president didn't stop there. In another post, he suggested sarcastically that Democrats should nominate Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett for president and appoint Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez as vice president and her allies to high-ranking cabinet positions. He claimed such a team would ensure the country was really screwed.
I have an idea for the Democrats to bring him back into play. After years of being left out in the cold, including suffering one of the greatest losses in history, the 2024 presidential election, the Democrats should nominate low-IQ candidate Jasmine Crockett for president and AOC +3 should be, respectively, vice president and 3 high-level members of the cabinet. Added together with our future communist mayor of New York City, Zohran Mamdani, and our country is really screwed.
The president's disdain for Mamdani's victory is not unexpected. New York City's mayoral candidate has been a vocal critic of the U.S. president. Addressing his supporters after his stunning and surprising victory in the primary, Mamdani vowed to reject President Donald Trump's policies. Take a listen.
We made history. In the words of Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it is done. My friends, we have done it. I will be your Democratic nominee for the mayor. Will use their power to reject Donald Trump's fascism. To stop mass ICE agents from deporting our neighbors. To govern our city as a model for the Democratic Party.
And not just a critic of President Donald Trump's, Mamdani is also a critic of the president's close ally, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He condemned Israel's military actions in Gaza, labeling it as genocide. And Mamdani's pro-Palestinian stance also makes him a prime target for President Trump, who continues to condemn and crack down on any perceived anti-Semitic activity in the United States. The mayoral candidate supports expanded gender-affirming care, an LGBTQ+ affairs office, and full sanctuary protections for undocumented New Yorkers. His policies are clearly in stark contrast to those of President Donald Trump's, and with the Democratic nomination now secured, Mamdani's on track to make history. If elected in November, he would become New York City's first Muslim mayor. His victory in the final mayoral race could also provide some relief to the Democrats who have been heavily disappointed with President Trump's return to the White House. The whole country will be closely watching the much anticipated November election in New York.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
$36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion kakarjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.